play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being fourth down territory.
I just started streaming, by the way.
They'll try and run it in with Jones.
He stopped me.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
He stopped me because, dude, Ron Jones is just...
budge on third
I'm going to
down.
go for it, though, because I don't think he's that
skilled. We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand.
Got it.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa
It was 4th and
Bay.
3, so it was technically not allowed.
Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying for him, you know, it kind of sucks using my free one on a 4th and 3, but instead of a 3-pointer, I got 7. So. Zach, are you on the channel? Like, do I need to send you the link?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Wow, that makes you feel good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next
drive.
Don't
say it.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I'm just playing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland
Sean
Sutton.
Murphy bunting.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
He caught the ball, and I tried to hit R1 to make him like
Sutton,
drop it,
his
and he
4th
didn't.
touchdown
I think
on the
Ryan's
year.
walking.
As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Yeah, unless you type the comment, Ryan's watching.
Than a well-executed post route.
Well, as soon as Ryan started watching, he
like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I just hope he keeps doing that blitz. If he keeps doing that blitz, I'll trash him. He might get a sack or 2 here or there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal.
I feel like we should win pretty
back in the
well.
pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
See, even ratio, like
second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Shane Ray In there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help the offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Winston now finding Godwin complete. Touchdown!
But I am trying really hard.
Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs
you're saying I actually played objective and I'm not doing terrible.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
What was my KD in there, though?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Game mode. So what were the numbers, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the third.
Yeah.
Why it's not joining?
Why?
Well, we're about to see how this works because since I played one game with my kid, and since he's only level 23, I got into a game with everybody at his level. So look at that. Those two dudes.
Says someone's at the front door. I'm intrigued.
Where?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson.
Oh, and you're going to
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Block, and his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Get off my way.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
He said, this dude said, keep calling that edge blitz. I called it twice.
How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
This dude has had 2 drives, though. 3 drives. And I think I might have called it a total of 5 times.
This is taken at the 18.
And this dude don't have
We'll call that a punt.
Too much room to talk.
54 yards, well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
He said every pro Madden player does it.
Okay. Just because you're a pro.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, he's making it seem like I'm in it every play. I've been in 3, 4, and big nickels. Like I'm not doing it.
I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception.
I don't know why.
A quick change of the situation here.
I assume you didn't. I'm not 100%. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check to see if there's a way you can turn off notifications.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Under pressure, down he goes.
I don't know what's out there.
Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they're all okay there.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, I'm not mad about it, but don't try to call me out when you're doing shit. You know what I mean? Sound dumb.
Oh,
and Hunt, don't touch me.
Got
it? Yeah.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Think you gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get that? You think you gonna get that?
Lock now on 3rd and goal.
Oh,
and this
right
is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He said that was user.
I'm year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Why would you ask questions?
He said, I'm streaming too. He said, even better. Okay. Now I want to beat the shit out of this dude. Such a fucking bum. I'm going to now. He's already pissing me off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
There you go, Nick. You got a kill.
He said, yeah, okay.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good comeback.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You beat him, he's definitely putting.
Bro, he's just a
the Tampa offense
he's talking about
ready
me.
to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side.
Yeah, talk about that dot. It's called Juke City, bro.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead.
He said same plays, but he's doing the same.
To recap on that drive,
here,
just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bro, look, he keeps saying same plays, but he's doing the same style defense here. They might be slightly different, but he's still playing man coverage and his cover two flips. He's done it this whole time.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's user, baby. That's user.
By the Buccaneers. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Like what I don't understand is I just user tripped the fumble on the kick return, so that's pretty weird.
Guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
What a weird play to use.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your
that's all I was
unit.
saying, though. I think after that,
so the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
Because like I even hit him up yesterday. Like, yo, mind you, he hasn't even been on the game at all, though.
That
I was like, yo, when can you play? Like, we have to play for the week 1.
Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff, now Lock. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lock to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Real quiet in that
I know it's
chat
just
right
his
now.
2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I really just want to score once more before half. But I think I get
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It don't matter. I'm going for it. Fourth and 2 and under.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down.
Oh, I threw a pick and he's returning it. And another perfect timing.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. It's a foot race.
Oof.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Gano the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
Oh, man.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Winston. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Yes, they did. Nick's not even in here, right?
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oh, they got a care package going up there. Oh, would have had it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Block will try again on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Yeah, because I could have went up 3.
We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
13.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Winston now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And I'm reloading.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wait. Even.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing. Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working out of the gun, Winston.
He is so lucky that
it falls incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Should have been a touchdown.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Complete a goddamn thing.
Green, triple team. Watch 12 the twins. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Locked to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Locke. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, he always does a little out there, but yeah.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
But that's the thing, like, if you just started watching, I haven't done that play in 4 or 5 times.
Second and 2.
I'm
guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here.
3 drives maybe.
Some yardage, work
so I did it, and he was in man coverage. So I'm waiting for him to say that.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and run here with Barber. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Gay's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have
I fully expect it to do it,
don't you?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
But now that you're watching, it makes it feel better.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game.
I need to at least slow
like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
If I get 3, I think I can stop the offensive. I can stop that.
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check. Flip it. Check three.
Draw play. Winston to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up.
Do you see nobody block the defensive tackle?
Back-to-back plays. All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge
if he would have caught
fourth-quarter
that, I
stop?
would feel more confident.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
I just can't let him get a great return like that.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Use your slot.
Check.
The thing is if he scores, I need him to just not, or to do it quick.
Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son.
Play action. Now it's locked.
What sucks is this is actually a good
He
game.
has it. What a catch.
The
Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like this is honestly
when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup
right
there, 22.
Right there. If he gets another 1st down, I lost.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get overexcited and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Whoa,
and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston to throw. And this is caught by Evans.
That was weird,
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He should have been picked, but
now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here we go. Even.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready? 10 logo. 80 weapon. Right here.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
On the ready. 45 for Mike. Go. And...
Today's final score, Broncos 31, Buccaneers 30.
That was a good game. I mean, like I said, it's sad that he made such a big deal about it at the beginning for a good game. It came down to Mike Evans dropping 2 passes. But, well, lost by a point, and this dude's saying shit. Come on, bro.